Hello, this is Sonja from my Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today I'm going to make a little booklet for this cute little prayer card or sort of journaling card, which is from BraveLittleTaylor. The printable is called Pray Without Ceasing, and she plays sort of on the word of sea and beats and things like that. And it's all about different circumstances, when to pray, when you need boldness, or yes, it's sort of different prompts you can do. And then she's got these cute little printables of the girls and the beads, and just all these beautiful bead scenes and the shelves. And yeah, I just love all these printables. They are so cute, and it really spoke to me, as I said, about the different times we need to pray, because we know, according to 1 Thessalonians, that we need to pray always. But how does it look, and for what do we need to pray? I'm also showing you. I'm going to use some of my doilies also as sort of background. So if you want to pick up my doilies, I'll put a link down at the bottom for you to do that. And this is the pattern papers that goes with the printable, which is beautiful. I just wish the pattern papers was full A4 size pages, because sometimes it's difficult to use it when it's so small. So what I'm doing now is I'm making a booklet, a A5 booklet. I'm just taking cardstock, sort of just normal cardstock, and I'm just basically folding it in half. I think I could have actually, it might have looked better if I did the traveler's notebook, but for one other reason I thought the printables is a bit too big. I will go for the A5 size, but I think in hindsight I could have gone for a traveler's notebook. That would have also look nice. So I'm just using my long arm stapler, which is very handy, and I'm just stapling it in the middle. Because it's 12 pages, because there's 12 prompt cards or journaling cards, and I wanted to obviously have space for each one of them. So yeah, it was quite thick, so it's just sort of buckled up a little bit, but it seems to be working. I just try to flat it out. So now this is my booklet. So I'm going to use the bigger pattern paper to make a cover for it. I'm just trying to figure out which way the pattern paper goes, but I think it doesn't really matter. It's both sides. It's nice. I think it's such fun pattern paper with all these girls floating on their lilos, and all the sort of beach scene. It's quite strange for me to work with these beach scenes at the moment, summery scenes, because it is winter in Cape Town and it's absolutely freezing at the moment. We are in proper winter now. I could hardly take my jacket off to do this journaling. I've got a big thick jacket, even in the homes, because we don't have central heating here in South Africa. Very few houses has, because we get more geared for the summer. We have a sort of a hood burner, which is really very helpful in the winter, but obviously it just can heat up a home to a certain extent. And we've got quite a big living room, so it takes a while before the living room is nice and warm, and sometimes it doesn't even really warm up the place. It's just so cold. We don't have snow. Sometimes we have snows in the mountains, but it can get very cold and sort of damp here in Cape Town, especially close to the coast. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use various methods to put my journaling card on the one side, backed with a doily and sort of pattern papers. And then the other side, I'm going to keep it fairly bare, so I can have lots of journaling space when I looked at the prompts. But I decided to use my distress oxide inks to give it a nice border, to sort of create that beachy scene. I was actually so happy the other day that I picked up the newest blue color. I think it's blue pistachio or something like that from Tim Holtz, because I didn't even think in my wildest dream that it will be here already in South Africa. And the great thing was that it was for a very good price too. So I've decided to use this stencil to do sort of on the other side and the back, these bubbles. But unfortunately, I by accident used the name of the stencil also, and I made some sort of marks with the words of the stencil. So I just decided to sort of go around the edge and pretend that is sort of part of the sort of a theme that I wanted to put that words at the edge, if it makes sense. I'll show you later, flip through. Sorry that I'm moving quite quickly on, but there's quite a lot of pages to decorate. Yeah, I've decided to make a little pocket and with a doily and a bow on, and then I've just cut some of these umbrellas from the pattern paper out, and I'm just sort of spreading it over the page, and I've used some pink color to just do the edges there. And now I am going to, this page I'm going to do sort of these long strips on one side, and yet again a doily. I just find that is my go-to if you haven't noticed that yet. And I'm just using that cute little one with the lady diving through the tube. And yeah, I love this color combinations, this greens and blues and pinks and maroons. It's so, yeah, I just love how it looks. I would have never thought that you can put these colors together, some of these colors. You have decided to make sort of one of these flip little envelopes just to sort of create a little bit more fun and a different way to put this journaling cards in. And I'm going to just back it also with a doily and just put it in there. And I've decided to use a paper clip, obviously just to keep it together, and also for a little bit of texture. And then I'm going to put that persevere in prayer at the bottom also with one of the same strips. As I said, these prompt cards is so good. I mean, as I said, some is pray that God will sanctify you through and through. Pray to live a life pleasing to the Lord. Pray about every anxiety. Pray for to grow knowledge of Jesus. And obviously there's verses also next to it. So it'd be nice to journal about it. Look for other verses in the Bible that sort of speaks also about that. Yeah, I'm making sort of a classic side pocket, and I've just used my round pouncer just to make a dent in there so it can look like a pocket. And I've just decided to use that pink paper clip which is just lying in my desk just for a little bit more texture, and I've gone through the edges again with pink. Yeah, I'm just using some of that beautiful stripy pattern paper that is so classical beads. I just love it. And yeah, as I said, these elements are so cute of the girls, with the surfing boards. They look way more cooler than I when I go to the beach. I don't look so cool when I go to the beach. I don't know about how you guys are these days when you go to the beach. I hardly put my swimming costume on. I must say the nice thing is that my doilies works perfectly with this color combination, which I've never would have thought. And I will of course leave the link down below if you want to pick it up. So I love that one, which I've used the whole pattern paper at the back with a doily again. And here I'm going to make another pocket. Just use my hole ponds again and my rounder corner. I just like the effect of the round corners. And I'm just putting this journaling card in there now. It's just fun elements. I'm looking forward, as I said, really looking forward to journal about all these prompts. I'm just decorating there in the corner. And I'm going to use these pink seashells to decorate the back. The printables of BraveLittleTaylor is very much, I think it will lend itself very nicely to be print on clear sticker paper, because some of our elements are very small and they're very close together. But unfortunately, yeah, as I said, we can't really get clear sticker paper here in South Africa. So it is sometimes very tedious cutting out these small little elements. But yeah, so I'm going to give you a quick flip through. As I said, I sort of that did more or less the same pattern always. Some of the pages I think I've done off camera. So this is more or less how it is. I've got still some of the printables left. So if I want to add a little bit more elements as I go through it, I can do that. I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I really think I'm going to enjoy working in this book. If you want to pick up the printable, we'll leave the link down below. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so if you feel it's going to be useful to you. You must have a fantastic weekend, and thank you very much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.